This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Atlassian.
What's going on, everyone? I'm John Rettinger. Welcome back to another episode of Ask the Buffalos. I'm sitting here with the video surgeon himself,
Ron Parita.
and we got a ton of questions to run through. One question we've gotten quite a bit from Twitter and in YouTube comments is about the S7 and the S7 Edge. I reviewed the S7, Ron did the S7 Edge.
Indeed I did.
So we're qualified to answer the question.
Yep. The comparison between these two, I think it's different case by case, really. Like, you have a couple variables. You have price, you have the Edge itself, you have battery capacity, and then, like you said, the looks.
The sweet looks.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards the S7 Edge. I mean, you pay the little bit of extra money, you get bigger battery capacity to the point where you don't even have to worry about charging it really that often. I think it looks better. I think it has that sort of X factor as a device. I think it looks awesome.
Get the Edge.
@Steed asks, are we getting new MacBook Pros this year? Should I wait it out?
Yes. Yes, we're getting new MacBook Pros. The design of the MacBook Pro has been around since, if memory serves, 2012. It's an older design, due for an upgrade. The 15-inch is 2 generations behind in processor. The 13-inch is 1 generation behind. Skylake chips are out and becoming readily available. You're gonna get better battery life, better performance, even if they don't change the design. Wait.
I'm gonna actually go a little bit of a different answer than that. Not only wait for the MacBook Pros, but also take a look at what some of the stuff Razer's doing. I know it's a completely different OS, but Razer's been killing and coming up with some really interesting, innovative products. Apple, on the other hand, is I'm foreshadowing to another question, so I'll leave it at that. Just check out Razer.
@WashBurger000 asks, do you think it'll be worth it to upgrade to the 9.7-inch iPad Pro if you already have the iPad Air 2?
No.
One word, no.
I mean, that's all you can say, right? I don't know.
No, it's got multitasking.
It's very clear as to why.
Yeah, it can do side
They're
by
like the
side.
same device.
Unless you're like, oh, I have to have the pencil.
Yeah, that's it. The keyboard doesn't make sense because you can use Bluetooth keyboards from third parties. Like,
It does make sense.
don't do it.
Don't.
Our friend @CarlosMCSE asks, has Apple lost its mojo?
Yes, I don't want to jump to conclusions or anything like that, but honestly, if you guys have seen my Apple rant video, we'll link it above or something like that. They've not been headed on a good path.
You can feel a shift in perception of the company recently about how people view Apple. I mean, it's very noticeable. There hasn't been a new product line, I guess save for the watch, that's sort of blown the tech world out of the water in years like Apple used to do, seemingly year after year.
But even the watch wasn't anything like super new or insane. It was more so just them trying to catch up with what the rest of the industry has done. And it wasn't executed that well, which is normally what Apple sort of, really does well on, the execution of devices.
So I think Apple's lost their groove, but I'm confident they can pull a Stella.
I don't get it.
How Stella got her groove back? It's a movie.
Oh.
@Nawman3, where's the Buffalo?
There.
@InshuBallDeep24 asks, especially for Ron, in one word, describe the joy of shooting videos.
Probably cohesive is probably the word. There's another word for that to explain it, but the gist of it is that when I get to do on camera and the shooting and the editing of the video and picking the music, and it's sort of this all-inclusive project, it gives me a lot of opportunity to sort of be more creative and play around with what I want to do, because I don't have to explain the idea to anybody else, or and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's always going to be something that's lost in the communication when you communicate creative ideas to somebody. So I'm lucky, I'm in a very fortunate position where I can keep a video all-inclusive to myself, and that allows me to just kind of take risks, and I know what I'm capable of on camera, off of camera, so I can play to my strengths more. It's just having that whole package is the most enjoyable part to me, so cohesive is probably the word I would choose.
And for me, it's more the communication side. I love having a platform to share opinions. So being able to have that opportunity to talk about stuff that I love and I'm passionate about is the coolest part. And how it gets communicated and the way it's shot just adds to that message for me.
@SashaandLiam_ asks, what have been both your favorite parts of being part of and CEO of Techno Buffalo?
One of my favorite parts of being part of Techno Buffalo has been sort of what I just explained. I love this recent sort of shift of really being able to take over videos from beginning to end, and that's been like a blast for me, so that's been super fun.
And my favorite part is just seeing a dream become a reality.
Yeah.
Like a dream that's
it's been a while.
This kid had to make a thing that became a thing is really cool.
@RishubPincha asks, how did you get into the team of Techno Buffalo?
We've been over the story a couple times now. I just cold emailed John off the cuff, and I was just like, hey, you guys were doing automotive videos at the time, and I was like, hey, I do automotive commercial work. I I want to try and see if we can do something together. Drove down to Irvine. We did a spec shoot. It went well, and we're sort of in talks and negotiations. And then probably about a year later, almost.
Yeah.
I actually sort of came on board.
You've been here
the team.
2.5
Now I've
years?
been here for 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, long
So
time.
that was 3 years ago when we first spoke, probably.
Child. You were a child.
I was a child. I was 18. I was literally 18. I'm an old man now. So that was it for those questions, guys. Feel free to hit us up on Twitter with any questions you have. We usually come with good answers, sometimes not so great answers, but we try our best. Thanks so much. I'm Ron Purdy from Techno Buffalo.
John Rettinger, also from the same place.
Yep, and we'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Hey, Ron. Ron? Well, I guess you don't want to unleash your team's potential with Atlassian collaboration software. But if you do, let me tell you about it. You could assign, track, and manage tasks for any products, no matter how complex. And I know you love complex projects, Ron. You create and share content, organize results, and bring team members up to speed. So when Andrew and Niven start slacking, you can just speed those suckers up. They've got instant message or video chat with your folks, so you can talk to them even though they're in the same room. They use HipChat, so it's all going to be integrated and look pretty cool. They're helping teams from every industry, from startup to enterprise, and they make great ideas get real. Ron, if you decide to come back and you want to maybe just get some collaboration happening, go to Atlassian.com to learn more. Just do it. Atlassian.com. Learn more.